Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be co-workers are not your friends. And here are all the reasons why, right? Now this right here is a long overdue video, right? Long overdue video. And it was actually inspired by Moet NYX, right? And so she actually wanted me to speak about co-workers setting you up in the workplace. But I thought that I could actually have a little fun with this one. And on top of that, kind of widen the horizon on this particular topic. Because not only do co-workers set you up in the workspace, right? But they're also not your friends. And so I just want to speak about this real quick, y'all, of how you know co-workers are not your friends, family. Like, they may seem cool, but leave it in that space, right? They may seem like they smooth and they all right, but leave it in that place. And they may seem like they got your best interest at heart, but do they really? Okay, don't trust coworkers. Somebody drop that down below in the comments, family. Don't trust coworkers. Now, somebody may say, "Oh, Reno, you just jaded, you burnt, you just got trust issues." No, it's not the fact that I have trust issues. It is the fact that I don't know these people, right? Outside of stacking the boxes, working next door in the cubicle, or wherever, or whatever your work environment is. Okay, and that's actually going to be one of our talking points, y'all. I'm talking too much. Let's go ahead and get directly into the video, y'all. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And of course, y'all be sure to watch this video entirely through, all right? Because what I'm about to tell you is about to change your life for the rest of your life. Literally. Number one, y'all, the first reason of why co-workers are not your friends is gonna be this, family. Competition, right? Competition. You know, your co-workers see you as a competitor, right? Like, they don't see you as a counterpart. They don't see you as, this is my real friend. Like, they don't see you as somebody who they can actually build with forever, right? You just somebody who are in the workspace, and maybe y'all have some type of similarity, but underneath that, it's still competition. When you think of, and I'm gonna use a high level, when you think of people who play in the NFL, do you think that those people on their team, right, are real life friends? No, they're not real life friends. Number one, it's all a business, right? And then number two, most time, especially if they're playing the same position, I don't want you to take my spot. So how can we truly be friends? It's a competition. I'm trying to be the best. Okay? Even when it comes to basketball, right? Like, yeah, this is a team sport, but I'm trying to get the MVP. I'm trying to be most valuable person. I'm trying to, be the top talked about player. I'm trying to be the GOAT. Right? This is the mindset. So if it's like this on this high level, what make you think, y'all, it's not going to be the same way in these warehouses, these, clerical jobs, these places where you work and maybe y'all only make $10 an hour, $15 an hour, hey, $25 an hour, right? Regardless of anything, y'all, it's still going to be competition because they're trying to outshine you. Okay, they're trying to get closer to the boss than you. They're trying to get promoted faster than you. Okay, this is why your coworkers act weird towards you. One minute they're your best friend, next minute they act like they don't even see you. Right? Next minute they're trying to set you up. Why is that? Because it's a competition. Okay, and I like the fact that she actually mentioned this, setting you up at the job, because this is true. When a person is trying to take your spot, when a person is trying to get the promotion before you, when a person is trying to, actually, I would say, overstep you, right? Like, they're trying to be elevated beyond you. Family, they're gonna start playing dirty. They're gonna start playing grimy. They're gonna start playing, underneath the rules. It's not even about the rules no more. We beyond the rules. Yeah, y'all, we're taking off the gloves, okay? And so you got to understand something. You're nothing but competition when it comes to coworkers. Coworkers are not your friends, right? They're not your friends, y'all. Moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be number 2. And that is, it's a toxic mixture. All right? A toxic mixture. A mixture between what, Reno? Personal and business. Okay? It is a toxic mixture between personal and business. Right? Now, family, you never want to mix personal and business. And the reason why is because these are two different objectives. Personal is how it benefits you and I. Business is what it should be about, how it only benefits the business. And most times, friends, real life friends, okay, who mix business in together, it don't work for a very long time. Family, when you hire your family members or when family members work together, most time it don't work. It can work. I'm not sitting here on this microphone telling you it won't never work. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is most times it don't work because you have a lot of entitlement there. You have a bunch of, obligation there. And you also have people who just don't know how to separate the two. It's a toxic mixture, right? Listen, y'all, it's multiple businesses who started off with friends, right? They started off, friends. They both are 3, 4, 5 people, however many people it is. They had some type of idea. They started the brand, and then before you know it, they start making millions of dollars. And now, since personal have been intertwined the whole time, and then the real part is the business. Once it start mixing, now you got people suing one another. Now you got people saying, they slandering one another, starting rumors, lying over one another, all behind the money, and because they mix personal with business. Getting back to your job, it is a toxic mixture when you mix in personal and business. Because what happens is, y'all, this is what happens. When you meet this person, it's just cordial, right? And then before you know it, it begins to get, more personal because maybe y'all working, y'all on the line, y'all in the office, and y'all sharing stories, right? Y'all start sharing stories. That's what happened. They start to get to know you more, and then next thing you know, you begin to know them more, and then it just keep flip-flopping, and then before you know it, y'all done got close, and now y'all ain't really getting work done like that no more. Now the boss on both of y'all, right? And it forces you to either rat them out or they're gonna rat you out. Next thing you know, you start feeling entitled and obligated to that person, or vice versa. I mean, it can go in so many different ways, y'all. But again, it's a toxic mixture. Between personal and business. And this is what you don't want, right? You want to leave work at work and let home be home, right? Or personal stay at home. Moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be number 3. That is, you don't really know each other, okay? You don't really know each other. And that's what I was pretty much hitting on earlier in the video. You don't really know this person, and they don't really know you, right? So, for instance, when I was working with one of my partners, one of my work partners, we was real cool. We kicked it on the break, stayed laughing, and we always had, real conversations. But outside of work, that's all I knew. I didn't know the other person, the other person who had his situation with his family, right? The other person who had other type of relationships, right? The other person who hung in different type of environments. See, the thing is, with a work friend or a work buddy, you only know them for who they portray themselves to be on that job, right? Going back to Aaron Hernandez, when it came out that he hadn't murdered those people, his job was the NFL, to work, with the Patriots and score touchdowns. That was his job, and block, and just be a full out football player. When he was out there, y'all, they was like, man, we ain't see this. We didn't see this. Most of them. Now, it was some of them who would just say, oh, yeah, I seen how he acted, and I seen because he went out in rage or whatever, just hopping on a bandwagon. But for the most part, when I hear, I think the Pouncey brothers or something like that, when I hear them speak about Aaron Hernandez, they said that he was a pretty cool guy. Even Chad Ochocinco said he was a pretty cool guy. That was like, we didn't know that person. But it just goes to show you right there that a person can be one way on the job and totally different outside the job. They can be nice, loving, caring, humorous on the job, and come to find out they cheat on their wife, they cheat on their husband, they beat their kids, domestically violent, right? They hang out in strip clubs, okay? I'm not saying they bad, I'm not saying they good, but what I'm saying is, y'all, is that they do all type of things that you would not even ever believed in or thought they did. Going back to my point, you don't really know them. You just don't. Okay? Number 4, y'all, it's gonna be this. You have a job to do, right? You have a job to do. And before you know it, y'all, you get so buddy with this person till you forget that, hey, you got priorities. Like, you have certain things that you need to take care of. And if you're not careful, you will allow them to talk you out of that. I don't mean like literally talk you out of it like, hey man, I'm gonna talk you out the job. No, I'm talking about y'all get to talking so much and cackling and talking, and dudes cackle too on the job. I don't want to hear it, fellas. We cackle on the job too, especially if we got a cool homeboy or somebody who, just solid, or at least we feel like they solid. We get to cackling too. Yeah, man, you heard what happened with LeBron, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man, I really wish Barry Sanders didn't retire so early, man. That ain't why he did that. And before you know it, the Boston came down at you. Now y'all got problems. You forgot that you got a whole family at home that you got to provide for. These coworkers ain't your friend. A real friend gonna say, hey man, let's just try to keep it to a minimum, man, because I know we're trying to get this time to go by, but let's go, because we got things we got to do outside of this, right? But when people don't really care about that, no, this ain't your friend. In fact, it's almost like an enemy, because you taking off my plate, you taking from my table. Makes sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know, right? But the point is, y'all, you have a job to do. We didn't go to work just to go there and make a friend. We went to work for a paycheck. That's what I was going to work for. I was going to work for a paycheck, y'all. I wasn't going to work I'm finna see who I can find. I'm trying to find my girlfriend. I'm trying to find my wife. I'm trying to find my best friend. No, I went to work to get a check, right? To secure my place, to secure the bag. I'm not saying I was rich, but I didn't go there to look for companionship. I went there to get my check. That's it. That's all. All right. And I suggest the same thing for you. Co-workers are not your friends, y'all. And like I said, y'all, the 4th reason is because you have a job to do. We're not going there. This is not social hour. Okay. This is not bingo night. Okay. This is not for us to go out here and talk about what the Patriots did. Now, if you're on a downtime, then fine. You're on a downtime, fine. I'm not saying to go there and be a robot. I want to make that clear too. I'm not saying go there and be a robot. I'm just saying be cordial. Just be cordial. That's it. Go there, get your check, and go. Co-workers are not your friends, y'all. I'm going to just tell you straight up and down. Okay? But anyway, y'all, moving on to the next one. Number 5 is going to be this. You likely connected over a toxic trait or trauma bond. Now, we're about to get a little deeper, family. You likely connected over a toxic trait or a trauma bond, right? Toxic trait or trauma bond. Going back when I was working at the warehouse, I had met a guy, and again, he became like my work partner. Like, we was real cool. And what we had in common was I was going through a divorce. He was going through a divorce, right? Me personally, I'm not going to say I have toxic traits because I really feel like I don't, but I'm not, like, I would say this, y'all. I am man enough to take accountability if I do, but we didn't connect over toxic traits. We really connected over a trauma bond. Like he was going through it with his wife, right? And I was going through it with my soon to be ex-wife, meaning we wasn't in communication, but I had to go through a divorce. So I'm doing the paperwork, court is coming up. So we was going through some trauma and we was able to connect. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a real friendship. That's a trauma bond. And outside of that place, I didn't really hit my man up like that, and vice versa. They didn't really hit me up like that. We just knew that we had to work together, and we became friends. At that, I would say we became partners, right? Because I look at a friend totally different. That's a whole nother level. But the point of what I'm saying, y'all, is that our relationship became a connection off of the trauma bond, the things that we had been through, being hurt, by women. I'm not saying this is all women, but this is just the truth, my truth at least. Being hurt and going through that kind of drew us together. So now when we stacking up boxes, we stacking them up together. Now when we conversing together. And this actually happens. But how I knew that, this is not your friend, when we go home, we're not having conversations, right? It was just at that particular place. And that's going to lead me to my next point, right? Which is going to seal the deal. Number 6, the relationship is based off of convenience. This is what it boils down to. The relationship is based off of convenience. Okay, it is based off of convenience, which means, some guys, some women only mess with, partners, such as a guy, he mess with a woman mess with a guy. Okay, y'all get what I'm talking about. Because of the convenience, right? So you may have a person in your life right now and they're present. Okay, they may say, hey, I love you, I care about you, I like you, we hang out, we do this. But sometimes it's not because it is genuine. It is because of the convenience of you. If McDonald's is over here and if Wendy's is over here, I want Wendy's, but I stay closer to McDonald's. Man, at least I can still get the burger. I can still get the fries. I can still get the nuggets. I can still get that fast food taste. I want Wendy's, but you know what? This is convenient. That's almost like people who are coworkers at your job. The relationship is based off of the convenience. Would you still be hanging out with this person if y'all didn't work by each other? Would you still talk to this person if y'all didn't work, with one another? Like, let's just be honest. A lot of times, y'all, our coworkers, and we don't have the same priorities. Like, you may have kids, they don't. You may have a wife, he don't. She may have a husband, you don't. Priorities are different. And then when you begin to look at it and think of it, you be like, why am I even hanging out with this person? Like, I never forget, y'all, it was a guy who used to want to hang out with me on break. He want to drink, chase skirts. I think I told y'all, he want to drink on break, smoke. Bro, I don't smoke. And I don't want to chase women. I just don't have that similarity. We're here for the job to get the paycheck. I'm not here to befriend you and get close and personal. My priorities are different, right? And sometimes, y'all, this can play a huge role when it comes to age. Sometimes people are just naturally more immature. But at the end of the day, sometimes, y'all, it's people who be 50 years old acting like they 15. I'm just being honest. Some people be 70 years old acting like they 17 out there on the job. Just the way it is. However, y'all, the point is, the relationship is based off of convenience. We wouldn't really be dealing with one another if I stayed 30 minutes away and you stayed 30 minutes away. If you was working at that job and I was working at this job, it's just based off of convenience. And us as human beings, we connect with the person that we like the most. That's it. That's the funny thing. So just because you like a person, it doesn't mean that that person is actually good for you, right? Like, we just connect with the person that we like the most, and how we end up liking a person is based off of relatability. That goes back to connecting with the person off of some type of trauma bond or toxic traits that y'all share. Like, you're gonna see narcissists hang out with other narcissists. Now, they're not gonna be, probably in a relationship with another narcissist, but they can be friends with another narcissist. They can, because they have similarities. They connect. They just can't become intimate with one another. They'll get tired of one another. I know you, you know me. I know your ways, you know my ways. Can't do it, right? And so, sticking to the point, y'all, when the relationship is based off of convenience, it's not going to benefit you outside of that job, okay? And dealing with a person, a place, or thing based off of convenience is not real, okay? It's not genuine. It's not sincere. It's only because, hey, you're here. That's it, y'all. This is why coworkers are not your friend, all right? But with that being said, y'all, y'all already know how we do. We're going to do this recap, and then we'll conclude this video. So, number one, y'all, it's going to be because of competition. Number two, toxic mixture between personal and business. Number three, you don't really know them, okay? Or you don't really know each other. Number four, you're likely connected over a toxic trait or trauma bond, right? And number six, y'all, number five is going to be the relationship is based off of convenience, okay? And number six, y'all, you have a job to do, right? I think I said that all wrong, y'all, but y'all get the point. 1 through 5, number one, competition. Number two, toxic mixture. Number three, you don't really know each other. Number four, you have a job to do. Number five, you likely connected over a toxic trait or trauma bond. And number six, the relationship is based off of convenience, right? I ain't want to confuse y'all. I wanted to make sure I said it exactly how I said it all throughout the video. But anyway, y'all already know how we do, y'all. If you would like to purchase any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, or purchase any one of my books, you can do so by hitting the link down below in the comments or in my description. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments social influence if you want to build up your social influence. Click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.